Hey guys, Mary Schoen here, Market Basket Commons with the South Bend Tribune. We are here near downtown Niles in Michigan at the new distillery and restaurant, Iron Shoe Distillery. They are set to open here in a couple weeks. April 10th is when they announced the grand opening date. I know a lot of people have been kind of eyeing what is going on with this place. So we are going to give you kind of a sneak peek tour to expect what you can expect for the grand opening and when they decide to open. So let's take a look. So what's really cool about this place is it used to be a old auto repairs shop, and they've really, as you can see, transformed the building. They got a local artist to come out here and do some decorations. They decided that they wanted the building to be blue, and they coordinated with him, and it just looks really awesome in my opinion. So let's check it out. So this is the dining area. You can seat about 70 people comfortably, but they also will have plans to have a patio once the weather gets a little bit warmer. And maybe in a couple years, they've also kind of talked about maybe having a rooftop option, but that'll come down the line. And speaking of they, this is the owners. This is Laura and Howard Tuthill.
Hello.
Hello. They are the, again, owners. Howard is from Colorado originally,
Yep.
and Laura is from this area, Granger. And they decided to kind of come back and open this new distillery. So Howard, tell us a little bit about how you got into the distilling process in the beginning.
Sure. So the idea came about when I was finishing up my MBA, and for my senior thesis, I had to write a business plan about it. And when I graduated, I didn't want to get a real job, so I decided to figure out how to distill. So I took some classes and workshops and found a couple distilleries that were willing to let me work for free, and pieced it together from there. So started my first distillery in Westminster, Colorado. It's called Whistling Hare Distillery. Just won two medals at American Distilling Institute competition.
There, right?
Yeah,
still out there in Colorado?
Yeah. No, I won the medals. They won 2 days ago.
Wow.
And it's a pretty big competition, so
Awesome.
that's cool. And then we sold it when we were moving back here and decided to start up again.
Awesome. And so talk about a little bit about the alcohol that you're going to provide here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make vodka, a couple different rums. We'll have white rum and then aged rum. We'll age it a couple different ways. Limoncello, which is like Italian lemon liqueur, bourbon cream liqueur, similar to Bailey's, and then a variety of different whiskeys. So every barrel that I fill, for the most part, is a different type of whiskey, and it'll be single barrel, small batch. So you got to get it when it's here, because that's the only time you will be able to.
Right, and so you had mentioned that part of your licensing is that the only kind of alcohol that you'll be able to serve here is the kind that you make in-house, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
With our manufacturer's license, we can only serve the spirits that I make here.
Right.
Yep.
But you're also doing a really neat kind of pairing with another local brewer, right?
Yeah, so Niles Brewing Company is looking to open up in Niles soon, and so Brandon and I are working on a collaboration where essentially I took one of his beers and I'm gonna distill it and barrel it, and it'll be a whiskey, and once it's done aging, then he'll take the barrel and he'll age that same beer in it. So it'll be really cool to be able to, taste both and pick up the similarities. The barrel that we're using is really neat. It's made in Kalamazoo with all Michigan grown oak. So
Really cool. And so keeping everything kind of local and Michigan centric and as much as they
local
can
as
is
you
really
can
cool.
get.
Yeah, and that also kind of bleeds into your menu, right? So
For the food, that's
Yeah.
where I kind of come in
Yeah.
play. So we're a good team, and I'm really passionate about the food. So we actually have some of our food that our chefs have been working on tonight that we can show you. So we're gonna do kind of upscale gourmet comfort food and kind of centerpiece on some burgers. So this one right here, this is it's got cheese curds and bacon, garlic aioli, roasted tomatoes, and arugula. And this one's got a side of our hand-cut French fries that we make here in-house from scratch. And This next burger is our Vavavoom Bacon Cheeseburger. So 3 types of cheeses, got your bacon on there. Everyone's gonna love that. And then we also, this is our mac and cheese waffles. So Aunt Gail, I know you're watching. This is your mac and cheese recipe, and you're probably gonna be really mad at me, but we put it in a waffle iron. So it's just as good and tasty and creamy. Or if you prefer your mac and cheese in a bowl, you can also get your mac and cheese in a bowl, topped with some bacon and some haystack onion straws. So lots of options to pair with your cocktails. We've got a really great appetizer menu. Shrimp ceviche is going to be on there, so if you want something lighter. And for all those vegetarian and vegan people out there, we have some really good options. So the Impossible Burger version 2 is so good. And even if you're not a vegetarian or if you're not vegan, you will love the Impossible Burger. And they should pay me for plugging this, but it's actually seriously like the closest thing to meat that there is, and it's super tasty. We've got a Powerhouse quinoa salad on the menu, which is awesome, some other fresh salads. So there's something for everyone. Whether you just want to come in and have a cocktail and something to eat, or you want to come for dinner, you can bring your family. Our families are actually here tonight helping us taste test everything before we send the menu to print. So, and we will rotate in some seasonal options as well, especially with our cocktails. Being in Southwest Michigan, there's so many local fruit farms around, so those will come into the cocktails, and we'll also kind of filter through our menu as well.
Very cool. And it's very kind of farm to table, because you said yourself you live on a farm just outside of Niles, right?
Food and where it comes from is really important to us as a family, and we have a huge garden. We raise chickens. We have honeybees at our house. So we want to bring as much of that into the restaurant as we can, provide that for the community.
Awesome. And then, so this is kind of like the bar tasting area, right?
So this is kind of like the cocktail bar area. Yeah.
And you had mentioned that you're not going to planning on not doing any reservations.
No reservations.
So it's just kind of come in as you can, and like we said, there's going to be kind of a patio option. And talk a little bit about the grand opening, because I think that's going to be a really fun event.
Yeah, we're super excited. So if you haven't heard, we're opening on Wednesday, April 10th, but our grand opening celebration will be on that Friday, the 12th, from 5 till midnight. We're gonna have live music with Lexi Adams, and she is awesome. She's an acoustic guitar player, singer-songwriter, and she is so sweet, so good. But we are gonna block off the parking lot, and there's gonna be a tent outside, and we have a mobile cocktail cart, so that'll be outside, so that we can serve you outside, we can serve you inside. We've had a ton of interest in that event. I think over 1,000 people said they were coming. So I doubt that many people will be here, but just in case we get a large crowd, we want to accommodate everyone. So we're going to have a lot of fun things going on that night. So
cool. And let's talk a little bit about price points. So what can people, when they come, what can they expect to spend?
So we're gonna do it a la carte. So you will choose your either chicken sandwich, you'll choose your burger, whatever, and then you can pick your side. So if you want your mac and cheese waffles, or if you want your french fries, or we have really awesome honey butter skillet corn. So you could even pair it up. You could come in and you could get an Impossible Burger and get honey butter skillet corn and feel no guilt, because it would be a really awesome meal. Do you want to talk about the prices a little bit? You've been working on that.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't nailed down the price point exactly, but you know, we don't want to break the bank. It's going to be affordable, and you know,
still figuring it out, because it's still a little bit. You got a couple weeks to kind of like nail some things down, and we'll allow you to kind of do that. But I think everybody's just really excited to see what's going on. Can we take a peek in the back to see kind of the production and kind of take back the curtain as like Oz, right?
This is definitely a working production space. We make everything here, Howard does, so I will turn it over to him.
So what's being poured right there?
So this is that collaboration whiskey that we were talking about earlier. So this is coming off the still. This is just the first run. I double distill everything. So I'll do 4 of these, and then take them all, mix them together, and then do one more run before I put it in the barrel.
And talk a little bit about the system that you have going here with the distilling system.
Yeah, so this is just essentially it's a hybrid pot still. I'm heating up the mash or the wash in the kettle here, The alcohol has a lower boiling point than water, so it turns to a vapor first. The alcohol vapor starts to climb up through the still, comes over here into the condenser. The condenser has a bunch of steel tubes running through it, and then I'm circulating cold water around it, and that condenses the vapor back into a liquid, and then it comes off right here. So this is, you try it.
Well, and you had said so you had made limoncello and you had hand zested. How many lemons again?
400 lemons.
Oh my gosh. And it was hand zested.
A hand zester, one of those like zesters.
Hey, how good did his hand smell after a couple weeks?
Well, our whole house, like, we would come home. Yeah, no, we had lemon smell for days.
I worked through a couple good series on Netflix, so.
Nice. And so, but you do kind of have some bottles over here for purchase, perhaps?
Well, they'll be for sale through the tasting room,
Okay.
but yeah, we bottle everything here. I've got, this is rum that's bottled right now, and so this is all ready to go. These are our vodka bottles. These are empty. I've got a tank over there that is ready to be bottled, just waiting on it. But so yeah, we'll be able to sell cocktails, bottles, shots, whatever you want, as long as I made it.
You got a couple bourbon and whiskey barrels, and you said they're about to age about a year or so?
Yeah, so
Okay.
3 of these are bourbons that are aging. They'll age for about a year. And then this is rum, aged rum.
And
that
so with that, when you guys open, will you have whiskey on the menu though?
well, yes and no.
Okay.
So I won't have true whiskey right when we open, but what our bar manager is working on is kind of doing a mock whiskey that we'll use in cocktails. So he's taking vodka and essentially infusing it with oak chips and making a whiskey-like spirit, so that we'll use in like old fashions, Manhattans. And last night when he presented all the cocktails to me, if he hadn't told me that that's what he did, I would have thought it was truly bourbon. It was really good. So.
Well, just kind of like to round things up, you guys, and I really appreciate you like taking the time and doing this and everything. What's one thing that you want customers to kind of feel when they walk through the door and eat your food and drink your spirits?
Well, it's a social environment, right? We're really excited to bring people together, especially the community here in Niles. Everybody has been so welcoming and supportive and enthusiastic. So we're really excited to open those doors, have the local community come in, provide that social atmosphere where you can come, have a drink with friends, have a good meal, just enjoy yourself.
And bring your family too, you know. I mean, yes, it's a distillery, but we're family oriented. Our 2 young daughters are running around in the tasting room right now. We have kids menu, we have games, so you know, don't shy away from bringing the little ones. And we have milkshakes.
We do have milkshakes with a freshly baked chocolate chip cookie on top. So
Nice, really kind of thinking of
2
the kids.
thumbs
in
up from the
terms of that.
kids. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, you can check out more information about the new restaurant distillery in Sunday's column. It's in the South Bend Tribune Market Basket column. They open April 10th, so make sure you check it out then. Thanks, guys.